Hello students, welcome to Medical 360. This is a very important thing for all students who want to pursue MBBS. We're going to list over a period of time, over the next 1 month, we'll cover about 35 to 40 MBBS colleges which must be a part of your consideration set. We'll also explain to you why they're good and how you must go about doing it and what kind of opportunities, what kind of fee, everything that you want to know when you're applying for this particular MBBS college. And the reason why we're listing out these 35-40 MBBS colleges is simple, that we wanted to know exactly based on merit of how you must go about choosing your MBBS college and why these colleges possibly are better options for you, at least in the private space. Of course, in the public institution space, based on the fee structure and all, you'll choose that. But you need to have a plan B. And at times, some of these colleges that I talk about are very good plan A for you beyond maybe AIIMS Delhi for that matter. The one that I'm going to talk to you right now is KMC Manipal, which is called Kasturba Medical College, Manipal. This was founded in 1953, so 73 years of legacy. It has been ranked consistently across all rankings in private medical college and even public medical college. In fact, it's 10th best ranked medical college in the country based on the NRF data, which is Government of India data. And more importantly, if you look at it, I would personally rank it as 5 or 7, between 5 and 7 because of the kind of quality of students that it has. Especially when an institution has been there for 70 plus years, trust me that you will have students all over the world, all over the country, all over the state. Wherever you go, you will find a KMC alumni doctor who studied at KMC and is practicing. Whichever hospital you go, you will find KMC alumni working because it's been there for 70 years. So just imagine the number of doctors it produced for the country. And that is what we're going to talk about of KMC Manipal and essentially giving you all details of how you must go about doing it, what kind of facilities you will have, what kind of fee you need to pay, and how it works for you if you're working in KMC Manipal. So we're talking of KMC Manipal, and if you want me to, by the way, to cover any other medical college for you, please write to me. The 3 important hygiene checks that I would request you at this point in time. Please subscribe to Medical 360. That's the first one. The second one is if you want to talk to any of our counselors personally, there's a WhatsApp number also. Just send us a message. One of our counselors will call you. And 3, if you want me to cover any medical college that you want to join in, write to us in the message box. We'll cover that also for you. Right. Now, we'll kick off with KMC Manipal. This, as I told you, it was established in 1953, which is 73 years old. Right. The most important thing is, whenever you're choosing a medical college, you must understand how many beds are there which is attached to it from the hospital side, right? Because ultimately it is not that you're studying MBBS in a classroom, you're studying it in a hospital. In a sense, your skill, your entire skill set is developed in the hospital stage. So you need to understand how many bedded hospital is attached to the medical college. The Kasturba Medical College has 2032 beds. It's one of the largest in the space. So which gives you a hands-on experience, which will really come in handy when you actually start practicing as a doctor. So look at it, 2032 beds. And by the way, when it was founded, it was actually a different thing. The college, the clinical learning experience was in Manipal, but the students used to go to the government medical hospitals in Mangalore to train themselves and skill themselves. But as they moved on, they created their own hospital in Manipal itself, and that's a 2032 bedded hospital. They also have a KMC Medical College in Mangalore also, which is separate, which also has a hospital attached to it. But we are only talking of KMC Manipal at this point in time, and that is what we'll stick to. Right. So the hospital is called Kasturba Hospital in Manipal. It's one of the most specialized hospitals also that you have in the country. The ranking, NRF ranking, which is the Government of India ranking, is 10th best medical college in the country. The college offers a 30,000 rupees stipend or internship every month. So one of the medical colleges which actually gives you a decent stipend is KMC Manipal. Now, how many seats are there? Obviously, when you join there, you need to know the kind of hostel facilities you have. They have a decent number of hostel beds, right? In all, between the two of them, you'll actually have, if you see, about 5,800 hostel rooms is what they have, or beds rather, right? Some of them are 2-seaters and some of them are single, but in all, about 4,400, 4,350 rooms and about 5,800 beds is what they have at KMC Manipal. And it's already divided between boys hostel being 2,173 beds and girls hostel being 3,594. By the way, this includes not just MBBS students, but NEET PG students also, and possibly the allied sciences students also. Their intake in, as far as KMC Manipal is concerned, is possibly 250 or something like that. But this is the number of beds that they have, and so you're most likely to get a hostel room here. But by the way, Manipal is a beautiful place. A lot of people actually take apartments and stay there also. which also is a great possibility because a lot of students, Manipal is now a community in itself. When you go to Manipal, you actually see Manipal University students only all over the place. It's spread over thousands of acres out there, and a lot of students stay outside the hostel facility, and they have lots of apartments that have come up which are only catering to the students who are studying at Manipal University, and that also is a possibility for you. In fact, these people also have a separate hostel for NRIs. So you can decide the kind of room that you want, the quality of room that you want, whether it should be single bedded, two bedded, and you can at some point in time, as 2 or 3 of your friends can also stay outside the hostel and very close proximity, because there are no walls in Manipal. There is nothing called a compound or a campus or anything like that. It is spread all over the place because it expanded very organically, and so it's spread all over the place in Manipal. But that's the number that you have at this point, right? Now, what is the fee that you need to pay when you join Manipal, right? It's one of the low charging fees at deemed private medical college, because you know that a lot of private medical colleges in the country charge 1.5 crore, 2 crore, 2.5 crore kind of a fee also. But Manipal is still in that context. I'm not saying it is cheap, but in the context of how the other deemed universities which are possibly of lesser standing also charge, Manipal charges very nominally or very moderately. The total fee over the 5-year term for MBBS is 70.88 lakh. And if you're an NRI, it's about close to 2 lakh rupees or $2 lakh, right? So 70.88 lakh, which is essentially, 10.99 lakh for batch 1 installment, then 6.71, then 17.8 lakh, right? And then 25, 26, and so on and so forth it goes. So in all, we're dealing with about 70.88 lakh kind of a fee is what you'll spend when you're joining Manipal, which essentially deals with about 14 to 15 lakh rupees per annum kind of a number. And this is excluding the hostel fee and mess fees. Right, that's a tuition fee we're talking about. If you're an NRI, it's about $1,97,000, which is a number. And a lot of students, by the way, Manipal also has ties with Malaysia, and also you actually have interns coming from Malaysia and studying here. So you actually have a far better exposure here when you join KMC Manipal. What are the kind of, for the hostels, how much do you pay? The annual hostel fee is moderate, 73,000 per annum. Right, the hostel deposit is 7,500 and the mess advance is 53,000. So in all about, we are dealing with 1.35 lakh rupees per annum is the mess and hostel fee. So you add this, you multiply it by 5, about 6.5 lakh rupees. You're dealing with less than 80 lakh rupees as the total fee for your MBBS practice, right? And for girls hostel, it's 1.73 lakh per annum. Now, the admission is completely transparent, above board. It's all through MCC. So it's all through medical counselling only. And all the 100% seats go from that. So there is nothing that is kept to themselves. And by the way, there is nothing left for stray round and this round and that round. As far as MBBS is concerned, all seats are taken because it's very much high in demand. And the reason why it is high in demand is because, of course, in terms of the other deemed universities, the fee is very, very moderate, because of which it gets the best quality students coming in here. So you're also going to be a part of a better quality student intake cohorts. And that also matters, mind you, because these are all very career oriented, because of which they're going to come there. Now, what is the cutoff? And this is very interesting for you. Typically, cutoffs, after each passing round will increase. But in better quality colleges, with each passing round, the cutoffs actually decrease. And you'll see that here. For example, here if you notice, for the open category, the highest closing cutoff was 40,008 rank. 40,008 rank, which corresponds to 511 score, right? But as you move down, by third round, because some students wouldn't have taken, so some seats were vacant here, so it went to round 2, the 40,008 rank went up to 43,835, right? And by third round, it went up to 31,834. So as you keep giving up that seat, the next bunch of students who might not have got into a college of their choice with a higher rank also come and seek this particular college, and that's how the rank goes up. And this happens in very few colleges, by the way. The better deemed universities is what you will see, where this rank, as with each passing round, the cutoff actually increases and doesn't decrease. And that's very strange, but this will happen to every good medical college in the country. And you will see that in about 7-8 only and not more. And one of them is KMC Manipal, which also proves the kind of traction that this institution has, that here the students might have actually gone into one of the public institutions, not like the place, and come back here with a better rank and join this particular college having paid 80 lakh rupees fees, because they don't like that and they want to come back here. So by round 3, it exhausted with 31,834 rank and 520 score. When it started, it was only 511 marks. And it became 520. When it started, it was 40,008, but by the time it came down, it became 31,834 rank, right? For the NRI, the highest closing cutoff was 5,55,829 and it ended with 5,59,034, which is 262 score. Right. So that is the kind of cutoff that you need to be there. So essentially, if you're about 40,000 rank, you have a fair chance of getting into KMC Manipal in the open category. I'm not talking of the other categories. At this point in time, in deemed universities, you don't have another reservation. So we're dealing with open category. 40,008 is the highest closing cutoff. Now, what is the scholarship? They have, by the way, 11 scholarships for MBBS and 5 scholarships for BDS. So in all, 16 scholarships, 11 for MBBS and 5 for BDS. But the scholarships are very, very good because if you rank between 1 to 500 NEET, right? And there are obviously many more filters, so that obviously there are only 11 scholarships, 100% waiver of program fee and hostel fee. So you don't pay anything actually. It's zero fees. You walk in, your program fee is waived off, your hostel fee is waived off. You just need to sit there and study and then come out of it. And that is as long as you're in the rank 1 to 500 and obviously satisfy some of the other criteria, because there are only 11 such scholarships, by the way. One of them is this Kalam Pai scholarship, which is this one. Then you have free ship scholarship, which is 100% waiver of the program fee payable. So one is including hostel fee, the other one is only program fees, which is rank 1 to 5,000. Now that's the eligibility. Within this, there will be some kind of a criteria that is created with all the applications that come in for this scholarship. They'll obviously create a criteria and then start selecting only 11 people. And 50% waiver of the program fee, which is rank 5,000 to 1 to 10,000 NEET for MBBS. Similarly for BDS, 1 to 10,000 is 100% hostel and program fee. Rank 1 to 50,000 is free ship for up to 100% fee waiver, and 51,000 to 1 lakh for 50% waiver. So, but in MBBS you have 11 scholarships and in BDS you have 5 scholarships, which all will fit into this space. There'll obviously a lot of conditions for you to become eligible. It can be your ability to pay and those kind of things, but that's how it works for them. So it can be merit cum means and all those things will happen. Now, the reason why you should be looking at KMC Manipal is a kind of global collaboration it has. Because remember, Manipal Hospitals has got a hospital in every city in this country, possibly. They have 150, 200 plus hospitals around the country. So your hands-on experience is very, very high. They're always seeking professionals who will work with them, right? And more importantly, because the hospitals are there, they also have fantastic global collaborations, which make you learn not just of what the new technologies in India are, but beyond those things also. So you actually, for example, have, what are the partner universities that they have? They have with Academic Medical Center in Amsterdam, King's College London, one of the better colleges that you have in the world. King's College, they have a partnership. University of New Brunswick, Canada. University of Lille, France. University of Mississippi, USA. And Ocean Clinic Foundation, USA. One of the things that happens when you actually deal with this KMC kind of a college is that, assuming you're globally mobile and you want to move on and all, these kind of skill sets or these kind of credentials will also come in handy for you. It will help you migrate, move out of the country, or set up a career path outside the country also. That's a possibility. And then they also have international elective possibilities, which is final year medical students are in good academic standing can pursue international electives at top universities. What are the universities? Yale School of Medicine, Weill Cornell School of Medicine, McGill University Canada, Flinders University Australia, and Boston University School of Medicine USA. So in the final year, you can actually choose that you want to pursue it outside of India, and then you can also go to any of these elective destinations and start studying there and getting the skill set that are international in nature. Now, one of the things that you must always know whenever you're choosing a medical college is what are the other schools that they have which are to do with medicine, medical, or allied sciences or life sciences. It is not just about starting a college with only MBBS and offering MBBS. The more you have other allied sciences, life sciences programs in the university, the skill set that you have, the kind of faculty that you get, the kind of learning that you get, the kind of multi-dimensional learning that you get, and the multidisciplinary learning that you get is far, far better. Not just the hospital, but beyond that in terms of the other schools that you have. Now, KMC has multiple medical schools, right? They have, of course, Kasturba Medical College. Then as Manipal University, which is not a part of KMC, but it's a part of the university which also has KMC as one of their constituent colleges. You have Department of Basic Medical Sciences, which is in Manipal. You have Manipal College of Dental Sciences, one of the better dental colleges that you have in the country. Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So again, pharmacy is out there. Manipal College of Health Professionals. Manipal College of Nursing. Manipal College of Health Professions. Prasanna School of Public Health, Manipal Institute of Virology, Manipal Institute of Applied Physics, and Manipal Institute of Natural Sciences. And in all, you actually have so many undergrad programs and so many postgraduate programs also. What it does is, whenever you do this kind of a thing, you suddenly have so many programs out there that the better faculty is obviously teaching in all these institutions, and this faculty will come in handy when you want to talk of your own subject. So they'll be available, and there might be some integration of the courses where those faculty will come and teach here, or these students can go to dental sciences or pharmaceutical sciences and learn from them. So that's a great possibility for you to have. So I always say it is not just about offering an MBBS program, but beyond the MBBS program, what is it that the institution has created, which will help a student learn more, grow more, and understand everything, which is with a broader lens than just learning MBBS in a classroom. And that, a university like Manipal University, with KMC being a constituent college, will help a lot more, right? So that is the thought we're talking of. No, this is the first of the series of medical colleges that we're doing. We're going to do many more medical colleges, only to ensure that you understand how to go about selecting a medical college, what is it that you must look for when you're choosing a medical college, and also listing out some of the medical colleges and why we'll very clearly and transparently say that we are not an agent for anyone, we're not pushing anyone, we're not selling anyone, we're only informing you so that you can take a more informed decision. If you want me to cover any medical college which is on your radar, please write to us, we'll be happy to cover that. Please subscribe to Medical 360, and if you want to talk to our counselors, there's a number here, talk to us. Thank you so much. Namaste.